How much money should I keep in my checking account and my savings account? Hey guys, my name's Aiden Murphy. I'm a financial advisor with Sentinel Financial Group, and today I'll be touching on how I personally use my checking and savings accounts. Let's get into it. So obviously this decision, it's something that's going to vary based on your goals and objectives and their respective time horizons, but generally speaking, my stance is such that you should keep a reasonable amount of cash on hand, but definitely not too much. I keep roughly 1 to 3 months of expenses in my checking account, and I wouldn't keep more in there because of the following reasons. So number one, you want to avoid living paycheck to paycheck while simultaneously running the risk of overdraft fees and penalties by having such a low amount in there. The other end of the spectrum, having too much money in there could lead to you overspending or being less aware of poor financial habits that you have. Number two is that your checking accounts are actually one of the least secure accounts that you have. Yeah, it is FDIC insured for up to $250,000, but the FDIC doesn't actually cover instances of identity theft or financial losses that accompany it. Seeing as your account number, routing number, your name, and the institution is written on every check that you write, if someone is able to get access to your money, it could be several months before your bank is able to get all your money back, if at all. And the third reason I maintain roughly 1 to 3 months of expenses in my checking account is the opportunity cost of putting money in a zero interest account. So as your checking account's providing you 0% interest, you are actually missing out on the growth potential that you could have gotten investing in something like a low-cost ETF or a mutual fund. But instead, your money is sitting too much of it in a checking account that's making you nothing. Understanding this, I do tend to use my checking account for more regular monthly expenses, so money in, money out, bills are due, bills are paid, rather than, holding funds, strictly speaking. But if we do want to speak about holding funds, if I do have money that I'd like to spend in the next few years, or if I'm thinking about building up that 6-month emergency fund we've talked about, I'd use a high yield savings account or a similar account with comparable interest and liquidity rather than using my standard checking account. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound that exciting, and it really wasn't until recently, but now these accounts are actually paying you between 4 and 5% return. Regardless, everything else, any excess beyond the amount that I just attributed to your checking and savings, I believe should be invested between your retirement accounts, investment accounts, and other investment vehicles. In my position as a younger investor, I believe money on the sidelines is more of a risk than anything else. So that's my logic as to why I keep my checking and savings accounts so thin. But as for you, this balance will surely be dependent on your goals and time horizons relative to your personal financial situation. So if you need help finding the balance, shoot me a DM today. There's definitely more than one way to skin a cat with this type of stuff, and considering it's relative to your financial situation, I'd love to hear your thoughts and respective strategies in the comments below. So tell me about how you use these accounts yourselves, and while you're at it, be sure to drop a like and continue to follow along by subscribing to my Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you later.